Okay, so I just wanted to know if age is something that is always in your front of mind. So some people keep talking about their age for for some reason, like you said, a friend.
That's right. It's like, are you aging gracefully and proud of your age, or are you one of those people that are like, I don't want to know about my birthday. I don't know how old I am. Don't ask me for it, right? And it always makes me like kind of get surprised. I'm like, why are you hiding your age? Why are you proud? Because I do not want to be myself a few years back. Because as I go older, the more I realize how stupid I was before, right? And so I actually love growing older. So yeah, guys, in this episode, let's talk about, are you the type that proud of your age, or you are the type that is concerned with your aging?
Or if it's like, oh, I'm getting sore hips or something like this because I'm getting old.
Yeah. Okay, so before we talk about that, I am 38.
I'm 54.
46.
And yet we all hang out together and can vibe. It's because we don't feel our age. It's like
You know what? We're just ageless.
And because I feel like it's just like your experience, your energy, your spiritual understanding or something that makes you at a different level. I actually don't look at people's ages. Like I just don't even think, are you the type that notices age and aging and worry about wrinkles and stuff?
No, because I still think I'm in my 30s or 20s. I actually act like that too. Yeah. Because I think, the younger I feel, the younger I talk about myself, like I'm in the 20s, 30s, the younger I will feel. And so therefore it would also show.
Yeah. And I totally just feel like I'm defying, health issues or whatever, because I don't feel that way. Yeah. Like even when I was pregnant, I didn't walk like a pregnant and go, I was just normal. And it's just, I don't know, I had a very smooth pregnancy and I just felt good. Versus sometimes you even act like you should be acting at that age. Do you feel like some people do that?
Yes. Yeah. But don't you think, the thing is, the more you talk about, I should be feeling this, or I should be you're actually telling your brain to have this effect on your body.
Thoughts.
So the thought affects your feelings, affects your actions. So maybe you might want to change the way you think about your age, right?
No, thoughts are very dangerous. So whatever it is that you think about usually dictates how you're going to feel and how you're going to act. So people think that, what's the most dangerous thing in life? And they think it's about, staying safe, or people robbing your money, or abused relationship. No, it's actually your own thoughts. Your own thoughts are the most dangerous thing, I believe. And I just want to know out there how many of you actually use the excuse of your age for not doing things.
Be honest now, be honest.
For example, I'm too young to do this. I'm too old to do this. I am too, whatever the reason. But usually it's age related. And, I find that young people will say, I'm too young. I can't do that because they don't take me seriously.
That's right.
Correct.
Or I can't lose weight because I'm old now. I can't do that because I'm old now. It's as if when you're old, you can't do anything. And what I always do is I look for examples of people that have done it. So one of my goals is I want to be in my 40s and 50s and be ripped with abs, because there are people like that. And I admire that. And I'm like, well, I can be that, instead of going, stop looking at the younger people and go, well, I can't have that body. No, look at the older people who are doing it and be that that.
Correct.
Well, I had someone say, hey, Jacqui, oh my gosh, you shouldn't cut your hair because you look too young. You look like you're not experienced or unprofessional. I'm like,
OMG,
BS, I'm sorry. Right? So I have kept my hair, have you noticed, this, length, because I want to defy that, and I do not believe that's the truth.
Yeah, and why do you think people actually don't want to tell you their age? It's like, don't ask me. And you kind of go, are they getting too sensitive? Is it defensive to, I don't know,
is it shame? Do you think it's a shame because they haven't experienced the life that they want? What do you think?
I just think that people want to feel younger, and they don't want to say that, often people will say, you ask them and they want to tell you a few years younger because they want to be younger. They don't want to seem old. But what I find the interesting thing here about what Lynn was saying before was she looks towards people who are older than her, because obviously the problem with a lot of experience, I'm not going to say a problem with women, but I think a lot of the experiences I had with some women is whenever they feel a little bit older, they always look for younger people and they compare themselves. But when you actually look at older people, because that's where you're going.
Yes.
So you're saying, okay, she's 5 years, 10 years older than me, and that's what she looks like, and that's what she's doing. I want to see what she's doing, so I can do, so by the time I get there, I can look like that, right?
That is such a good point, because basically all I want is, my goal is just to look a bit better than what I am, right? I'm not I think it's your expectation.
Correct.
I think if we accept that we're all gonna grow older, we're all gonna age, we're all gonna die. It's just a normal life. And accept that, but how do we just be better, a little bit better? You know, like I don't want to look like 15. I might want to look like I'm in my late 20s or early 30s. Like I just want to be reasonable and just to know that you're a bit better than that.
Yeah. It'll be horrible if Lynn looks tall.
We can't take her serious.
Right? So in short, it's like not comparing to anybody, but comparing to yourself. It's like even my fitness goals, like I wanted to be more fitter and stronger than myself before. I don't want to be the next bodybuilder because that person's a bodybuilder, but I kind of feel like it's a little challenge for myself. And so it's like my goal is to just be smarter every year. You're wiser. You know, the thing with age for me, my perspective is I'm wiser. I'm smarter. Who I am today is so much better than yesterday. So when someone says, do you wish you were younger? I'm like, no. Because I made a lot of different type of mistake or went through a different kind of thing. I'm over it. I don't want to go through that again. And now I'm at an older age and I'm proud of that. And and just taking care of yourself and your body so that you do look a little bit younger than what they think you are. And I think it's a win-win.
I think at the end of the day, it's just really important that you feel happy with yourself no matter what. No matter what age, you feel happy with yourself, because when you're content with yourself, then it doesn't matter what age, you just feel great, you know?
Actually, who did you learn it from? Because now I just remember, why am I this way? So even though I've got that courage from my dad in the previous video, I've actually got this lighthearted thing like my mum. So my mum is quite goofy, where she's like, laughing, and she's floating around, and she's very active, you know. She wasn't one of those women that gave birth and I need to be recovering. She was just like ready to rock and you know, and she just kind of defy her age, and she's just very active. So I learned that from her. Did you learn it from anyone?
If you ask my husband, he will tell you, oh my gosh, you're like your mum, you just can't stop. Can you just sit there? And that's just me. I'm like my mum. I did it recently. That's right. It's true.
Right. And then my mum's like, you know, trying to stay fit and trying to take care of herself. So then she looks younger than her age as well. People will go, hey, you look younger instead of, you know, aging.
I think sometimes it's not so much. I think it's beyond taking care of yourself. I think when we're talking about taking ourselves care, so it means grooming and things like that, right? And paying attention to your skincare, hair care, nail care, etc. But I think people always ask, why are some people so young looking? And I think one of the biggest reason is when they can find joy in their heart. So when you can find joy in your heart, you just radiate. Your personality, your energy comes from the heart.
Are happy and if we're
and your face is you just look happy and younger. So and I think that for me, as I'm getting older now in my 50s, one of the things I always be focusing on, some of the things I'm focusing on would be the fact that, of course, my health, because your health also affects how you look. You know, if you are sick, like liver problem, your skin's all yellow, you know, stuff like that, you know. So your health, you want to make sure your blood pressure is good. But when your health and when you're not sick and when you don't feel uncomfortable, your face is lighter and you look younger, you know. And posture, so health, posture, and just have a really good relationship with the idea of age. I think that's really important. So age is something that I look forward to. It's not about, I don't want to be 50s or 60s because, you know, I'm going to be too old or can't do things. It's like, oh my God, what else can I do at 50s? What else can I do in my 60s, 70s and 80s?
Because even your parents, like they are doing singing, dancing, whatever they're doing.
Piano, everything.
Let's just share my parents for 1 second, right? So my parents, my dad's 81. And my mum is...
Your dad's 81?
Yeah, my mum is 76.
So
and you know what the amazing thing is? Like 4 years ago, this just before COVID, he started to learn to play the keyboard. Now he plays the keyboard for my mom to sing, and my mom started to learn to play the keyboard. And they learn singing, the keyboard, they cook together, they do dancing, they do ballroom dancing together, they go to the retirement home and perform with their own old group people. They also play table tennis every day, they exercise every day. And you know what it is? When they have love in their life, and I look at my mum and she looks so beautiful, like in her 70-something years old, she looks so good. And my dad, because he dances, he stand up really straight and things like that. So these are what makes somebody looks younger. It's your posture and your activities. And you know, most people say, 70-something years old, why you want to learn that for? You're too old to learn. But you know what? When you have an attitude of, I'm ageless. I can learn at whatever age I want. That's why I'm inspired by them and just to be like them. So for always learning and for always having such a fulfilled life.
And you can still have fun at whatever age.
Whatever age, right?
What were you trying to say before?
I forgot. Actually, no, I do remember now. So let me ask you. So Lynn, now that you're in your 30s, is this what you kind of expected?
Yes.
Or what were you?
I'm actually having more fun in my 30s. I think, I don't know.
Without all the partying?
Because we have a certain expectation on like 20s or 30s, and in our parents' generation, what they were doing is so different now. And so our expectation of our age or where we should be right now.
Yeah, I felt like when people were getting to their 40s, I felt like, oh my God, that's like quite old. But then now I'm nearly 40, but nothing's changed, if you know what I mean. So, but I'm pretty sure some people kind of feel like, oh my God, I'm 40 and life becomes a more serious. My life isn't kind of changing. It's actually even getting more fun. Yeah, because I have more time and more freedom. And so I want to have more fun. I want to learn skills like singing, which I've never done when I was younger. And so, I just feel like life, there's no rule. It's like there's no defining thing that 50 means this, 60 means that. And like your dad at 80, I cannot imagine that. He looks like he's in his 60s or acting like he's in 60s. So I no longer look at age as anything. Even, I like the round number 40 and I just want to have a party. That's about it. But not like 40 means anything. If anything, the way it's going, it's going to get even more fulfilling and fun.
What about you, Jen?
No, I think I just look at my parents and I kind of go, you know what? Perfect example. I just want to be like them. I want to be in my 80s and still singing, dancing, going to old people's, the old retirement villages and homes and do performances and play table tennis and travel and do all those things, because they're still living such a full and fulfilled life. And I think, your age as you get older, you shouldn't be feeling like, I'm too old and I'm feeling sad now. And things like that. So
I'm with you. I can't wait because I'm 46 and I've got so many years ahead. Instead of thinking oh my gosh, I'm 46, I've only got so many years. Like actually I'm 46, I've still got that many years to learn new things and to try new things, experience new things.
Right? That's right. And so one of those things is really staying fit and healthy so that you have that energy to do things. So in the next episode, let's talk about how do you actually stay fit and active in your life, whether you're busy or you're old, whatever the reason is. It's like, how to take care of your health in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions for us, love to hear in the comments below. Otherwise, see you in the next episode.